and here we have the warm-up for the squat. Now the warm-up on the back squat and front squat can be slightly different, okay? So the common factor that most people are quite tight is the hip flexor. Okay, so with a banded hip flexor stretch, as I'm doing in the video, it's a great way to loosen that tight hip flexor. In fact, most of my clients that I deal with have very, very tight hip flexors. It's just a great stretch regardless. Okay, so again, once you do 10 pulses, I'm holding that 10 seconds. Now I'm slightly going 45 degrees to this movement pattern, which just intensifies that hip flexor stretch a little bit more. You're really focusing on the connection point from your quad to your hip flexor. And again, that nice deep stretch. When you use that same side and band, you get that nice stretch through that same side lat. Okay. So now what we're doing, obviously you would repeat that on the opposite side. And again, 10 reps is only a guideline. You can do more and hold that isometric hold if you want a little bit longer. Now, again, remember, move fast, be fast. So now what we're going to do here is a depth jump, okay? So we're stepping on top of the bench. You can use a box. It doesn't really matter the height either. We step off and we take a little bit of that shock, okay? So we're storing the kinetic energy through the ankles, the Achilles, the knees, and the hips, which makes us move a little bit faster. Again, just squat jumps as a secondary variation. Now the third one is a little bit harder. It's kneeling jumps, kneeling vertical jumps to high jumps. Again, quite a hard movement, but I love doing this warm up. Now this one is for the groin. Okay, so we're really trying to open up the hips, open up the groin. Using that weight plate for a little bit of extra resistance. You can see my elbows pushing my knees out. I'm just trying to get comfortable in the bottom position. Now, when I locate the plate on the knee, what I'm working on is ankle flexion. Okay, again, working that groin, keeping the weight through the knee and going in through the ankle. A lot of people have tight ankles on the squat. Now here we have a hip hinge. Again, a squat is a hip hinge. So we're getting these hamstrings warmed up. Again, don't force the depth. Again, keeping that back in a neutral position. And after this, warm up is complete. And we're wedging ourselves into the bar. Again, as always, squat, do your warm up with the bare bar. Okay, you're using a rack to create tension between you and the object. Again, here I'm just feeling how the body is, if there's any tightnesses, any areas I need to address, and that is the warm-up.